issue where we are not going to have resolutions. The leader of opposition has put very clear questions to the minister. Honorable Minister, I therefore give you 30 days to respond to the issues raised by the leader of opposition. Where you feel you need clarification, you write to the leader of opposition formally, because sometimes we don't know which kind of clarification you're seeking. You write to him. Where you feel the statement is not detailed enough, you ask for these details, and then you respond. We come here in 30 days and we handle the issue. Hello? I have consulted a few leaders outside Parliament, and I've also read through the answered how some of these cases used to be handled and all that. I think the best way, number one, the leader of government business and the leader of opposition, you need to start talking outside Parliament. Listen, I have checked how the ratings Bambi was doing it with Professor Atigo. I have checked. I'm told times have changed. But when you talk, because look, when you talk, you can't fail to get an answer. You even respect each other. What I'm seeing here, we are going to end up having disrespect. I request from both sides, okay? I have a duty of presiding over this house. Please have respect for each other. Prime Minister have respect, colleagues have respect. Let us have respect. Because you see, we have been peaceful. Now, but now, the Prime Minister, I see, what has disturbed her so much is the issue of going on record. On the issue of Chibarama, that she has produced Chibarama. So, Rob, you said the Prime Minister has Chibarama. Okay? Justify your statement.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, with the indulgence of the Honourable Speaker, I played a video in this Parliament on record with the Prime Minister speaking to the media that actually Chibarama is in their hands, that he is a criminal, that he was arrested, and that was a record here, Honourable Speaker. The Prime Minister is not going to really impeach our confidence of demanding for Chibarama. Chibarama is on her farm and paying a ransom. Let her produce Chibarama. She said it. Now, and that's the reason. That's the reason why, Honourable Speaker, humbly with respect, we decline the 30 days for them to come and report on these issues, and one by one, Honourable Speaker. The Prime Minister should not come to the House intimidating the House. There are demands that must be responded to with decorum and in sequence, Honourable Speaker.
Thank you. Government Chief Whip had stood up. Honourable Government Chief Whip, the Minister requested for time. Oh, okay. The Minister has confirmed he never asked for time. But there are questions we should answer. Okay? Minister, if information is available, you can answer on Tuesday. Yeah. Or if you feel the answer you've given now is satisfactory, you say this answer is satisfactory. We don't have these people. It goes on record. And we know it is sorted.
Right, Honourable Speaker and Honourable Members, I have, like I said before and like has been amplified by the lead of government business and the government chief whip, these are issues we have responded to. Otherwise, you want us to regurgitate what we brought already. but we don't have anything new to submit on the matters.
Look, I think we are going to lose focus of the major issue. Now, I remember when we had that meeting, because Honorable Rope, you would make it easy. The government side is saying the government side is saying you have given me a name, Joseph Baguma, George Kasumba, Isma Sesaz. Where do I start from? Okay? That's what they are saying. If for example, I gave you a name now from Uganda and I say, Tayebwa William, I need you to produce him. Tell me where he is. Where would you start from? Okay? Where would you start from? Now, Rob, do you think is there any way we can have more details? We put meat to this so that the minister is able to follow up.
For starters, I'm glad that the Prime Minister confirms that Shivanama was arrested in 2019. Of course, as an advocate, that's a very good starting point. The leader of government business is a supervisor of all these agencies, and they can trace from the people who arrested Chibalama in 2019. If he was burnt in an acid tanker, we can take the tanker. At least he was arrested. There's only one agency that can arrest. So you still have a duty to trace your arresting agencies where Chibalama is. I want to assure you that his blood is on your hands. Right, Mr. Speaker, I have a document here on my file. I submitted it on the floor of Parliament in 2021, including addresses, telephone contact for every next of kin. I even supplied telephone contacts of next of kin from whom some state agencies were asking for ransoms to release their family members. Clearly, with a statement saying on this one they were demanding for a ransom. It's a record of Parliament, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, before we go into the others that are at least have no record, at least those in the Human Rights Commission record have addresses. In fact, on the day this statement was released, the chairperson purported to say that they were missing some record. The following day, family members delivered national IDs of these missing persons. The Honorable Abdallah Chuanuka, my Shadow Minister for Internal Affairs, even offered to deliver the Minister of Security to the home of Ewan Kanata Mohammed, who was picked by security in uniform in Walusubi, in Mukono, in 2021. Dr. Speaker, I can recall one by one. So it's flimsy, it's hiding away from responsibility of a government with the DSOs, with the GISOs, with the PISOs. I even hear the idea of FISOs for family. So, Right Honourable Speaker, I know how governments collapse. Unless we are seeing a trace of a collapsing regime, that they cannot make a trace even with information of missing citizens. Right Honourable Speaker. So if the minister does not need time to come back here and he has information, we are waiting for it, Right Honourable Speaker.
Minister for Internal.
What we are not going to accept is the famous excuse of the supplied information. Let him regurgitate what he informed this House on case by case. Right, Honourable Speaker.
In your file. Would kindly lay it here so that I pass it over to the minister right now. I know it might be in our Hansard, but for purposes of flowing well with the session, because now it would require me to go tell the clerk, extract this for me, I give it to him. If you have it here, would you mind laying it over?
Right, Honourable Speaker, that's a personal file. Unfortunately, Parliament pays me not to supply government with personal information. But I can avail a duplicate copy of this file after agreeing on when is the minister supplying a response.
Thank you.
If the minister is willing to supply a response in the immediacy, then I can consider. Because after this session, I'll be able to supply a file. And then the minister can give us how much time he needs.
Thank you. Honorable Chief Whip, in their chamber, if they want to stream to YouTube, they can do it. If I didn't know YouTube and what is not on, so I'm saying I have media here. Okay? So, and we have a Hansard. What is very important is a Hansard here. Everything done here is being recorded. And anyone who speaks what the media feels they should cover, they will cover it. Honorable Karim. I just wanted us to conclude this. Number one, Rule 52, Rule 53.2, we have already exceeded an hour. We are limited by 1 hour. Number two, it has come to time for Prime Minister's time. So I gave my ruling earlier on. And I want to stand by my ruling, but I said within 30 days. So I'm going to engage both sides. Rope, I would request that tomorrow you avail this information to the minister, and then for us we shall require the minister to make a statement in response here with very clear details. Okay? Thank you.
Right Honourable Speaker and colleagues, the number of questions, but I will start with Helen Kahunde.
You say, I have no information further than what we have already submitted on the matters.
Look, the business and Hadimina. And assuming she had a gun in this room, she would be shooting all of us.
Prime Minister will respond. I'll give the Prime Minister a chance to
The Prime Minister will respond after producing Ichimalama to this country.
Thank you. Rob, thank you.
Right, Honourable Speaker, with due respect.
Point of order. Just allow a point of order.
Thank you, Right, Honourable Speaker, for being patient. And that's why I said in my preamble to the statement that these moments bring out statesmen and decipher them from demagogues and the social climbers. Right, Honourable Speaker, Right, Honourable Speaker, on another day, if the rules permitted, I would have cross-examined the government chief whip over the statement he read here. But if the rules do not permit, I will not. Right, Honourable Speaker, I concede to bringing a fresh list to you. And on the day the government commits to responding to these issues in a sequence, I'll return to the House, Right, Honourable Speaker. I thank you.
Right Honourable Speaker and colleagues.
Honourable colleagues, let's listen to one another.
Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, in the year 2022, you chaired a meeting, which meeting was attended by the leader of opposition. Where I was, we brought the report. You chaired that meeting. The second meeting was chaired by the Speaker herself. And we all agreed that I present a report on this floor. We came, uploaded a report. The Honorable Speaker, at the time of presentation, my brother here said they were not ready. And therefore, since that time, that report is with you as Parliament. Is this brother of mine in order to insinuate that I have Kibarama?
Honorable colleagues, let's...
Right Honorable Speaker.
Honorable colleagues, please, let's listen.
Right Honorable Speaker,
listen.
You are aware that the Electoral Commission released the roadmap. And so, our brothers in the opposition think they can use Parliament, to shout, to show the public. But Honorable Speaker, is it in order for our brothers and sisters on the opposition to use the platform of Parliament to, become, by the way, you are becoming something different. You are becoming something different. We are here for the common good of everybody in the country. Right Honorable Speaker, is the human rights only in the Buganda Sam region? Right Honorable Speaker, I now request you to prevail over our brothers on the opposite side. The point of order I'm bringing, is it in order for my brother? Please allow me to present. Is it in order for my brother
Thank you,
to keep
Honorable.
insinuating that I have the blood of Chibarama, I have what? When in actual sense, I'm not a security person. Is it in order?
Thank you. Now,
political divide, and so people want to be seen, at least to be doing something. So, however much you tolerate, for them they have a mission. Their mission is to collapse government, and we cannot allow. So let us continue, members. Honorable Speaker.
honorable colleagues, tolerance is very, very critical for any parliament. I request you, tolerance is very, very critical for any parliament. So even when, we shouldn't be having winners and losers in the house. We should try to tolerate each other. And especially the language we use will help us tolerate each other. We can use the language which can stoke fire, can use the language which can, So I request you, let us try to tolerate each other. We are all members and we cannot fit in this parliament. And our ideas cannot be heard. I just wanted to make that comment. Let's go to Prime Minister's time. If I may inform you, yesterday I called a few senior legislators who have been here for some time. And the major aim was how best we can build consensus. They guide how best we can build consensus. Because me, as a presiding officer, I don't at all enjoy presiding over a house which is one-sided. I don't. If on your side you enjoy it, me I don't. Because I'm a referee. I can't be a referee for one side. Okay? That's why we are trying our level best to ensure that the two sides talk and accommodate each other. Now, I have seen, and with the point of concern, I have seen how some members on the front bench behave, which to some extent is disrespectful of the presiding officer. And I'm concerned. But I will share with them. I will call the Prime Minister, we sit down with them, we talk. You know, being accommodative sometimes is taken as a sign of weakness. But you know, I see where I see behavior, I decide to ignore. But don't think I don't take note. And of course, I also have a limit. One day I will reach a limit. Only that I pray every day that I don't reach that limit. So I request the front bench, please, a chair is a chair. When a chair is speaking, listen. Then I give you your chance and you speak. Otherwise, if I reach a level where I determine that to be disrespect, and I'm nearly reaching that level and I'm really concerned, I didn't want to say this in the open, but I have to say it. Please, let us respect each other. But above all, let us respect colleagues across the board, especially in terms of listening, so that we can have a side. That's why it was built for two sides, whether it's one member here and a southern here, that one voice should be respected. And that one voice also should respect these ones. But you see, also cautiously, when you're dealing with the minority, the psychology of the minority is totally different from the psychology of the majority. The psychology of the minority usually feels I'm being suffocated because I'm minority. And someone gave us an analogy. What the rabbit told, I think, Honorable Bahat was there. The rabbit, I think, told a lion, it says, you're going to eat me, but you won't eat me with salt and onions. You'll eat me with dust. Right, Honorable Prime Minister, I don't know if you've heard this. The rabbit told a lion that you're going to eat me, but you won't eat me with salt and onions. You'll eat me with dust when I'm dirty. So what does that help? Do we want to win here out of a dusty war in the House? The issues being discussed here never happened here. Issues which have been failed to be solved outside. Now they've been brought here as a platform. So, because here is a platform where you can raise any issues and we use words we argue. Let us not dismiss each other. I don't know, Prime Minister, I'll be grateful if you invite Lop for a cup of coffee. You start engaging. I know, but that is discretion, of course, on your side. You said here that you're very close, then we know. So you can take advantage of that. I'm sorry I've taken that long laboring on that line, but I will just be comfortable in this House if both sides are here. But for now, since I didn't receive any prior warning, we have to continue with business of the House, okay? As we build consensus. Let us not tire. Let us try to reach out to our colleagues and build consensus, and they come back to the House. No, Honorable